the saboteur. In this interview and interviews to come, we're going to open up the construct of self-sabotage within the mind, and why and how it is that we have this inherent tendency to, more often than not, sabotage ourselves than actually assist and support ourselves to develop, to grow, to expand, to build or create ourselves or who we are into something or someone that we can be, dare I say, proud of, within this lifetime. I've often had a look at my relationship to time within this world. Every breath, every day, every week, every month, every year. And there was a time within my process where I had a look back, and I wondered, what did I do with all my time? There was a point where my life changed, and I looked at my past, and truly all that was left of it was memories. And all that was left of me from that past was the memories of who I was and how I was. So in other words, it was like I was standing in the present and looking into the past, and I could also, all that was left of me was seeing myself in my memories of my own past. And I wondered, but isn't there something more that I can do with my time in this world, in this reality, than, walking phases within your life, and all that remains is but memories and memories of yourself. So within that, I started this process of self-creation. And it is fascinating because now, since walking my process with Desteni as well, you don't anymore only look back into your past, into your memories, and only have memories of yourself left, because you're busy creating yourself in the present, and you can see how your self-creation contribute to other human beings' lives in the present. And not only in the present, but you also, as you continue walking, you see how your contribution in your relationship to others affects their futures, affects their here and now, affects decisions that they make that change their lives. And this change within process had primarily come from the starting point of changing my relationship to myself, where I assist and support who I am within me and my living to develop, to grow, to expand, to learn. It's a self-creation process that manifests like a fountain that emerge from within you and express outward constantly and continuously in every moment of breath. So within that, I then had a look at this particular tendency where even still, within and during this process of self-creation, of development and growth and expansion, there has been this, shall I say, this design, this inherent pre-programming of self-sabotage, which is like the personality trait of the saboteur. And this saboteur I would describe in a way like this this masked figure, with a cape, that hides, inside the dark corners of the mind, and in any given moment, like, is waiting in the shadows to come out and sabotage a moment of creation or growth or expansion or development. And I found that this particular construct or program that is existent within ourselves, within the mind, is all-encompassing. It's kind of everywhere in everything, where I had a look at the ratio, in the past, in relation to kind of comparing, how much it is that I assisted and supported me, who I am, as opposed to like sabotaging myself. And the extent to which I sabotaged myself earlier on in my life was extensive. And that was quite a process to be able to transcend that particular construct or program within the mind. Because as I've, explained a moment ago, that even later on in my process, it was still trying to come through, every now and then, where there was like moments where you face this decision or choice of, am I going to stand by me, or am I going to compromise or sabotage who I am, how I live, what I stand by, what I stand for? So I would like to walk through some interviews to assist and support with how to identify this self-sabotage construct or program within yourself and the mind, to balance the scales, and not only balance the scales, more, change your entire relationship to yourself, where instead of accepting and allowing yourself to sabotage yourself, to compromise yourself within your own mind, your relationship to others, your future, your present, the here and now, you transform that relationship to assisting, supporting, nurturing, developing, and growing who you are and how you live, where it becomes a self-creation process that not only affects your life, but that of others as well. So self-sabotage that only lead to self-destructive patterns within the mind, in your relationship to yourself, the body, and others, change all of that to a creation of self, where this fountain of expression emerge within you, this part of yourself that you could never have conceived could have existed. All right, I'll continue more in interviews to come. Thank you very much.